Aura has been in the canon of both the Pokemon anime and video games since Generation 4, but what exactly is it? Hey, this is GatorX, and with the recent developments in the Pokemon anime, which I've been reviewing every week, the concept of Aura has been reintroduced into the Pokemon canon, or at least we've been reminded of its existence. At its most basic, Aura is described as a type of wave energy present in all living things. Aura first appeared in the movie Pokémon, Lucario, and the Mystery of Mew, and it played a huge part in the plot. We see that while Aura seems to be most everywhere, only few people and Pokemon are able to exert some sort of control over it. A group of people known as Aura Guardians, which includes Sir Aaron, has this ability. It's revealed that Ash has this ability, and so he, along with Lucario, set out on a quest. Ash's Aura abilities were further canonized in the main series of the Pokemon anime during the same time, and once again mentioned in the recent episode. While in the video games, Aura is a part of Lucario's lore and power set, manifesting in the move Aura Sphere. We see Karina's Lucario sense something within the player character in Pokemon X and Y, and of course Aura plays a huge part in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Whenever anything, people or Pokemon, come through an Ultra Wormhole, they become bathed in Aura. This gives Ultra Beast a stat boost when you first encounter them. With the amount of Ultra Wormholes that appear around the Alola region throughout the time, Aura continues to spread across the island, causing some Pokemon to grow bigger and become Totem Pokemon, and again they receive a stat boost when you battle them as well. Aura is this ever-present energy that now basically has become responsible for most anything supernatural within the Pokemon universe. As mentioned, it's present in all things, but only certain people and Pokemon have the ability to exert some degree of control over it. Lucario is able to sense the emotions of people and Pokemon, as well as read their thoughts and movements. It also has the ability to sense the presence of and identify others up to half a mile away, and of course it can concentrate this aura to be used for powerful attacks. Human Aura Guardians, and by extension Ash, have most of these abilities aside from the attacks. Again, in the recent episode, Ash had a connection to Riolu because they're both aura sensitive. Ash's battle with Pikachu gave off aura that resonated with Riolu while it was still in an egg, and Ash was able to sense and hear Riolu calling out to him when he was close. It's all very interesting, but realistically there's no real answer for what exactly aura is, aside from this vague energy field. Although it's nothing new. Pokemon Aura is derived from the real-life concept of aura effectively being the same thing, an energy field. Of course, in real life it goes even further and it's a whole study in and of itself, but this idea of a surrounding energy is nothing new. Pokemon is just using this idea for some fun lore building. It's funny, Pokemon's aura is a lot like the Force.
The Force?
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things.
Sense the presence of others, sense emotions, read thoughts and movements, concentrate for offense. Yep, pretty similar to me. Of course, there is one very interesting detail I didn't mention. Where exactly does aura come from? Well, it would seem that aura is produced by all living things and has been present since the very beginning, potentially even being a very important part of the original spirit that created Arceus, and thus the rest of the Pokemon universe. Aura is basically kind of used to explain everything else in the Pokemon universe, from Z moves to Mega Evolution, battling, all of that basically. But there is one thing that is known to produce additional aura: Ultra Necrozma. Ultra Necrozma is the original form of Necrozma, which it can achieve by absorbing an overwhelming amount of light. I discussed this briefly in a very old video. After defeating Ultra Necrozma, you're told by some members of the Ultra Recon Squad that as Necrozma traveled through Ultra Wormholes across the universe, it left its aura in its wake. This causes the Ultra Wormholes themselves to continue spreading it even to the Alola region. So Ultra Necrozma's aura is so powerful that it can hardly even contain it, and that it tends to linger and last in the Ultra Wormholes and spread throughout basically everywhere, and to the point where it basically just leaks out onto the islands in Alola and continues to power up some of these Pokemon, as well as the Z Crystals. Alternatively, we also see Dark Aura in the side games Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness. This is given off by Shadow Pokemon, and when taken in the context of aura as a whole, it very likely stems from the very strong negative emotions within the Shadow Pokemon. In Colosseum, your companion is able to sense the aura for you, while in Gale of Darkness you require a reader to identify it. It's very interesting because Colosseum being a Generation 3 game, it does maintain this idea of aura that was later expanded upon in Generation 4, and of course throughout the rest of the game series. Of course, this dark aura just seems to be the dark side of emotion and aura. Again, aura is basically just spiritual energy and everything, and it serves as the basis, source, and explanation for everything else in the Pokemon universe. I think it's at least a good idea to have it as an easy way to unify different battle gimmicks and lore. And again, it's basically just the Force. Star Wars did it better, prequels forever, don't at me. But anyway, let me know what you think. what exactly is aura? Or does its relative vagueness work to the advantage of everything else in the Pokemon universe? Leave a comment below, we'll continue the discussion down there. Honestly, it was actually pretty interesting to be looking through some of the history of aura in Pokemon throughout the franchise, and just kind of see how everything builds together. Honestly, I really would have liked to make a stronger connection to Star Wars, and especially, save the video and post it on May 4th, Star Wars Day. And especially dive deeper into that connection, but I figured why not discuss it now. But I've definitely got more ideas for a Pokemon Star Wars connection, just because I like making that connection. I do hope you enjoyed this video. It was great to be getting back to actual editing and making some actual video with scripting and this and that. Honestly, I think it turned out great. It's one of my best videos so far, but let me know what you think of the direction that it went with, especially with the visuals and everything. But anyway, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, and click that bell icon to enable notifications, because I'll make sure you see each new video as it's posted. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.